What's going on? This is Coach Tim, and I'm here for Your Creative Freedom, a coaching service where I help working professionals like you identify their purpose, integrate new ways of being, and eliminate distraction on the way to living more authentically and intentionally. Today, what we're going to talk about is how you can weather storms that come up as you go about living your life, pursuing your purpose and your passions. Not everything's going to work out well, not everything's going to be fun. You will fail, you will struggle. This is just part of the journey from incompetence to competence, from being a beginner to being a master at what you do. And there will be challenges as you go about this path. And what I want to do is give you some tools and things to think about as you start to go through this journey and face these hiccups throughout your life. Now, it's important to be doing this because consistency is key. The more you're able to keep going, the more you're able to put in the work, the more that you're able to build momentum and keep moving forward no matter what, the better your results will be. So you want to keep moving forward. You want to keep the same pace. You want to be steady as you go, consistently building up over time, and you will see your skills change, your experiences change, your abilities change, the results that you get will change as well. But ultimately, again, what's more important is that you're living your purpose, that you are living out the identity of a person who has a life that's fulfilling, that they are showing up in, that they are engaged in, that they're happy with, and that they are able to contribute to the world. It doesn't really matter what the end result is 100% all the time. What matters is that you are living a purposeful life based on your own life design and who you are as an individual. So with all that said, let's dive into some ideas that can help you with this. What you want to start to think about is less about individual situations and more about the overall, the big picture. Become a big picture thinker, start to think more long term about your life. And what I mean by that is, let's say for instance, you want to move on to a new career, a new job. Not everybody's going to want to work with you. You might not be the best fit for every employer. Every employer may not be the best fit for you. But what's most important is that you're doing your resume, that you're doing your cover letter, that you are interviewing, that you're practicing your interviewing skills, so that when the right job comes along, you are ready, you are prepared. And what that means is letting go of any individual outcome and just focusing on the skills, focusing on the experiences, focusing on growth over time to get better and better and better, so that when the time is right, when you find the right position, so that when you find the right opportunity, you are ready to show up and communicate your value in the best way possible, and that they're ready to accept you when you show up in that way. If you look at the first interview as the one that has to be the one that wins or that takes you, then you will be working more so for the result instead of working for the gift and the skill that comes out of what you're doing. And what that also breeds, it breeds a scarcity mindset. It breeds a need. It breeds you forcing it and trying to actually push for something that may not be the right fit for you. You have to be able to let that go and accept that it's going to be this way and have faith that it's going to actually happen. So that's step number one. Look more so at the process. It has to be more so about the process than it is about the individual result. So actually, on the flip side of that, I want you to start thinking about how you can look at the result when you are faced with challenging times. So for instance, when you have a job that you really want to get, you go through maybe 3 rounds of interviews, you're really excited about it, you like the company culture, you like the people, you like the values, you like the schedule, you like the distance from your house, whatever it is about this place that you like and you really want it, but ultimately they choose to go with another candidate. You can be crushed, you can be hurt by it, or you can say, you know what, this wasn't the right fit. Let me continue to focus on the end goal and be able to move forward. And again, we're looking at the process, we're looking at the end result here because it's what you want that matters more important than any individual instance. And the more you can build your skills, the more you can find yourself in the right position in the room where things can happen for you, the more likely it is that things will happen for you. So from there, remember that this is a temporary setback. It's not the whole story for you. If you see this as the end result, if you see them rejecting you as this is all it's going to be, if you see this is all you're going to get and this is all it's going to be, then you'll be more likely to quit. So you have to keep in mind that this is a long-term view. This is something that's going to happen over time. The more you work at it, the more you go for it, then you will be more likely to stick in it, to stay engaged, and to stay present with the process and learn the skills you need, get the experience you need to get where you need to go. And all of this culminates in the idea of faith, of you believing so deeply that it's going to happen for you that you're going to stick with it no matter what. So often in life, we are faced with doubts and fears that creep into our minds and tell us that we're not going to achieve what we want to achieve because of X thing that happened in the past or Y thing that's happening right now. But ultimately, we have to learn to set those things aside, whether it's through acceptance or just forcing it or just having faith deeply in yourself and in the result that you have or that you want, in the skills that you have and the purpose and the calling that you have for yourself. You have to have faith in that to be able to say, you know what, this didn't work out this time, it stings, but I'm going to get back up and I'm going to move forward. And that's ultimately faith, and it's resilience as well. It's the ability to get up when you get knocked down, to get, knocked down 10 times and get up the 11th, and to say, I'm going to persevere no matter what, to insist in your success. And you have to show up and persist and persist and persist until you get it. We want to just think about one last mindset, and that is that the desire to quit is a liar. If you fail and it hurts, you may want to lean on that hurt. You may want to lean on that pain and to say that I'd rather not feel this pain. I'd rather not feel this pain and the sting of rejection. I'd rather stay where I am. This is too hard. This is too uncomfortable. I'd rather stay put. If you stay put, all you're going to get is the results that you have right now. If you want to change your life, if you want to do something drastically transformative for yourself, you have to be willing to go through that discomfort and understand that it's only temporary. Understand that through work, through dedication, through effort, through change, you will get to see the results that you want. And that fear, that desire to quit is a liar, because it's telling you that you desire comfort more than you desire living a life of purpose and meaning. Think about that for yourself. Does that really make sense? Do you really want to be more comfortable than you want to be happy and fulfilled and have purpose? What matters more to you? That you don't have somebody say no to you, or that you get where you want to go, that you live a life that's meaningful, that you contribute everything that you care about? So yes, it's going to be uncomfortable. Yes, you're not going to be happy all the time, but guess what? That's life. That's just how things work. And if you do struggle with that, I've struggled with it in the past, but if you do struggle with it now, you have to do some work, inner work on yourself to understand why that is, to let that go and be able to just move forward no matter what. You don't want to live with a lifetime of regret because you wanted to live with a lifetime of comfort. You have to be willing to put that aside temporarily, at least, to get the goal, to get the process, to get the skills, to get the mindset, to get the experiences, to get to be the best person that you can be for the situation that you need. So I'm excited for you. I'm excited to see this happen for you because I'm excited to see your growth and your own journey and your own process and your creative freedom. If you want to work with me, if you want to learn about the work that I do with my clients to help them get there, check the link down below, schedule a consultation, and we'll talk about what it could look like for you. No matter what, I hope you subscribe. I hope you like this. Share, give a comment, and I hope you win in life and win on your terms. Best of luck, and I'll see you in the next one.